Omni? I ain't saying.
In a land
I'm
for...
white, sorry.
I used to actually be the beatbox cat in the Cypha circles. And so that's where Cypha even came from.
Now listen to the Cypha Omni Podcast with your host, Cypha
Well, hey there, assholes. Welcome back again to the Cypha Omni Comedy Podcast. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing all right. Hope life is lovely on your there parts. This one is just a normal solo podcast. It's all me. You get to listen to me ramble for about an hour or so about random shit that comes up. I can't tell you what the fuck comes out of me. It just comes out, and if it doesn't make sense or it offends you, I don't give a fuck. Alright? Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for all the love and support. Please continue to hit me with any of your feedback, your questions, comments, concerns. Hit me up at cyphaomnipodcast@gmail.com. You can also look for me on facebook.com/CYPHAOMNI. And I also have a podcast group. The Cypha Omni Comedy Podcast is a private group because not everybody need to be in my motherfucking business unless you a true supporter of what the fuck I'm doing. Alright? So you guys go ahead and check that out. Hit me up. Send me pictures of, you know, whatever, your uncle fingering your parakeet. I don't fucking know what people do anymore. It's too crazy out there right now, okay? You know, girl, quit sitting on them bowling pins. You know, come on now. Anyway, here's episode number 7 with myself, Cypha Omni. Take care, bitches. Peace. What up, world? It's your boy, Cypha Omni, sitting back on the solo, drinking some brew. I just got a text from Lady N talking about some niggas just robbed a KFC and some shots was fired. I'm not surprised by that. I mean, they haven't said technically if it was niggas or not, but who the fuck robs a KFC in broad daylight? I done told these niggas to stay away from them double down sandwiches. Y'all niggas don't want to motherfucking listen. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? Just sitting back chilling, quiet, relaxing evening. You know, got my Budweiser, my Jägermeister. I got to have it, you know. Sometimes I just got to sit back, kick back, relax, and enjoy the motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting back reading some of the headlines in the news, and one of these headlines really caught my attention because y'all some dirty, whore-infested, trashy motherfuckers out here in order for the human race to create a gonorrhea superbug that is antibiotic resistant. A gonorrhea superbug, America, over 700,000 Americans get infected with gonorrhea every fucking year. 106 million worldwide. United States of a fucking America, we are some nasty fucking motherfuckers. Nasty as shit. Come on, man. We got to the point in human fucking society of creating a super fucking resistant gonorrhea. Come on, you know we have fucked up species in the fucking ecosystem anyway, to be able to transmit diseases to one another anyway through fucking. But we got to the point of creating a gonorrhea superbug that is resistant to antibiotics. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Quit fucking with them apparatuses. Quit fucking the next Tom, Dick, and Harry. Women, you definitely need to shave your monkeys. I've been trying to tell you guys that. You want to have them hardwood floors because, you know, hey, them crabs like to swing from vines and stuff. You know, but hey, y'all just, come on, man. We nasty. We got to clean this shit up as a society for real. We gotta clean this motherfucking shit up because that's some nasty shit. What the fuck I look like, man? Look, I don't even want to get started into it. I ain't about to be one of those niggas running around out here and taking a piss in the morning and my dick falls in the motherfucking toilet. And it's sitting there, standing there in horror and shit, wondering what the fuck happened. Damn, it's because I wanted to fuck that bitch behind the motherfucking bar in the back of her car. Man, y'all motherfuckers better get that shit together, man. Better get it together. One of the things I want to bring up real quick that's been going on with me all week, and Lady N been laughing her ass off at me about this shit. I hate to admit this, I hate to say this, I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but I'm definitely far from the worst looking guy in the world. So I expect a few looks and a few hits and, you know, shit like that. But cougars, yes, my cougar alert is going off. And some of you other fellas might be going through this right now too. It must be something in the water, something in the air, you know, I don't know, something in the beef. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Maybe it's a super bug that's got these cougars acting a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? But cougars, I don't care if you're young, I don't care if you're old, I don't care what color you are, I don't care if you're big, small, skinny, tall, round, short, fat, whatever. You don't holler at me from the fucking driver's side window at a Quick Trip and tell me, "Oh baby, keep looking fine, keep looking good." Oh hell no. Okay, bitch, your legs is wider than my ass on the coldest of winter and all this other shit, and you look like you eat mayonnaise sandwiches, and you want to fucking holler at me. You want to holler at me from a fucking driver's side window of a minivan that apparently looks like your daughter was driving. Cougars, I'm not knocking you guys. I know sometimes y'all need some young meat. I understand that, you know, maybe, you know, the old man that you with just ain't got that fire and that spunk in his hip bones and joints might be a little rusty. But damn, cougars. Come on, cougars. You know, I understand, you know, they say hoes gotta eat too. I know cougars gotta eat too. I understand that. But damn, even the cougars don't have any class anymore. What happened to the old school cougars? You know what I'm saying? That'll just, you know, holler at you real smooth and, you know, rub you behind your earlobe at the job by the printer where everybody can see that she's sexually harassing you and invites you over for a meal because a way to a man's heart is his stomach, and she rocks your motherfucking world with that old wrinkly juicy coochie. What happened to them? Now you got these sloppy ass cougars now that still want to dress like they 25, like they 30 in their prime, that, you know, walk around smelling like 3 types of perfume, got about 8 layers of makeup on, 3 layers of eyeshadow, about 2 inches thick in mascara, and, you know, a boob job that was done 20 years ago, and even the fucking water bags are sagging. I mean, come on, cougars. Have some class. Have some class. There was one that was selling purses. I don't know if you guys watched that video in my Cypha Omni comedy podcast group on Facebook of a cougar selling purses out of hefty bag to other cougars, and had the nerve to come up to me and say, "Ooh, do you have a brother?" Bitch, if I had one, he still wouldn't know about you, okay? Cougars, come on, ladies, have some class. Have some class. And you know cougars don't shave their monkeys, because they didn't start shaving monkeys until the 70s, 80s, you know. So, you know, fellas, be aware. I mean, cougars, yeah, whatever. You know, they'll take care of you. They got a little bit of money. They got some pension. They got whatever, you know, tenure on the job. And, you know, probably been divorced about 3-4 times and got that money sitting in the bank, too. You know, but cougars. Saber-tooths, as Lady N calls them. Please have some class. Have some motherfucking class. Now, since I'm on the subject of cougars, let's venture over into the world of China. Now, I don't know if you guys seen this shit or not, but this dude fucking auctioned off his cock and balls for, I don't remember, like 100,000 yen, which ain't that much money, and actually served it for dinner to customers, and they actually said the shit was delicious. What the fuck is going on in the human fucking race today for that to happen? I don't fucking understand this shit. Who the fuck is gonna sit there and eat some human cock and balls and have them auctioned off? And the reason, if I remember correctly, the reason why he said he was doing it is because he felt that he was, don't quote me, but he was like, I'm really a woman at heart or something like that. Oh my god. I mean, I understand that. You know, you Asian motherfuckers out there are the freakiest fucking race in the world, and the reason I say this shit is because y'all motherfuckers come up with sex toys and fucking porn that is 10 years ahead of the rest of the fucking world. I mean, seriously, y'all damn near got a robot perfected. That shit's gonna suck, man, when you walk in on your chick getting fucked by a fucking robot. And ain't no way you gonna compete with that 12-inch stainless steel dick, bitch. Ain't no way you gonna do it. And you can't beat it up. You sure the hell can't beat up a robot. All you can fucking hope to do is be able to get to that damn wall socket and rip that shit out the fucking wall. That's the only thing you can hope to. What you gonna do? I mean, how weird is that gonna be when you standing in fucking court filing for divorce because your girl cheated on you with the fucking transformer? I mean, how the fuck are you gonna be able to sit there and explain to the judge she cheated on me? Well, okay, she cheated on me with a robot. And the judge is gonna go, is that right? How can you even, how are you gonna be able to constitute that as cheating? The laws are gonna have to be fucking rewritten. It's gonna be iRobot all over again. It's just these robots coming out of Japan are gonna be fucking hung like fucking donkeys and shit, like whales. And ain't shit that we gonna be able to do about it as men. What we gonna do? Instead of walking around with motherfucking concealed carry, we gonna be walking around with super soakers like, bitch, I dare you. Bitch, I dare you. Shit, I even put dishwasher soap in this fucking super soaker. Bitch, try me. I'll grab the water hose if I catch your ass cheating on me with the motherfucking Exo Squad. Bitch, I'm not playing around. You know what I'm saying? But golly, man, this dude served up his fucking dick and Golden Globes and served it to people because from what I remember, he was saying that he was a woman at heart. Okay, you could at least go to Chaz Bono route, which is also another motherfucking freaky route in the grand scheme of motherfucking things, but seriously, what kind of sick, twisted mind do you have to justify you cutting off your own shit and serving it for people to eat? Motherfucker, I know right now if I see a testicle in my motherfucking yakisoba noodles, I'm gonna fry wonton that ass. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I don't care if I'm eating it faux hot, who hot, what hot, she hot, he hot. I don't care where the fuck it is. If I see your motherfucking pubes and your fucking the top of your dick in my motherfucking soup around my crab rangoon, man, shit, I'm a sweet and sour chicken your ass so bad you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you. I'm serious. Kung Fu or not, martial artist or not, I'm gonna fuck you up. Hell no. But anyway, man, I told you I'm just gonna be ranting about random shit. I walk around with a lot of bullshit on my motherfucking mind. But anyway, to move on, another thing that I've been sitting back fucking irritated as hell about, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on, Front Street right now. Some of you might be mad at what the fuck I'm about to say. You might be mad at what I'm about to fucking say. But, okay, I understand that some people in this world like other dudes, dudes like dudes, chicks like chicks, whatever. I'm one of those people, I'm the most not giving a fuck motherfucker when it comes to that. But, to have a fictional fake character come out of the closet, a fictional character is now coming out the closet. If you guys haven't seen this, Green Lantern is coming out the closet. Congratulations, Green Lantern. You are now officially a gay man with superpowers. But here's the kicker. He's not gay in this dimension. He's gay in a parallel dimension. Okay, if you're gonna go through the motherfucking trouble, Hollywood, of making a fictional character gay just because the movie was gay, doesn't mean he has to be gay. I'm going to go ahead and put that on record right now. That movie sucked ass. But if you going to have Green Lantern come out the closet, just fucking leave it at that. Why does it all of a sudden have to be, well, to leave it somewhat politically correct, we're going to have him come out of a parallel dimension and be gay? Not in this one, but in a theoretical parallel one to time, in our time-space continuum. If you're gonna go through the trouble of making a fucking fictional character gay, then fine, okay, whatever, to appease everybody else's shit. But you know what? I don't give a fuck whether he's gay or not, but here's my problem with it. Where are the black superheroes at? Yeah, I'm taking it that direction. Y'all want to cater to the Caucasians? You want to cater to the gays now? But where the niggas at? Where the nigga Spawn? Spawn was the last nigga that was a superhero. And speaking of which, shout out to Michael Jai White. That motherfucker's bad. But anyway, since Spawn, who has there been besides Blade? Blade, Wesley Snipes, but damn, even that nigga in jail for tax fraud. But Where are the black superheroes at? Shazam? I mean, come on, man. Shaq is a superhero. Shaq can't even make a free throw. Why the fuck would I believe he has superpowers? But we ain't got no black superheroes. We need to bring some black superheroes back. We need to bring them back. I don't know what this shit is. What's gonna be next? What's next? There's gonna be a Wonder Woman movie coming out next. I guarantee it. It's gonna be Wonder Woman. It's gonna be a She-Hulk. Lady Ian knows about this. It's gonna be a She-Hulk next, where instead when she gets mad, she turns pink and shit. I mean, it's gonna be all that, but we can't get not one brother, Hollywood. We can't get one brother. I'm mad at the fucking Batman movies because Two-Face was originally black, and y'all still make him a white dude. Two-Face was a brother, Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent. Come on, that sounds like a smooth brother, you know, like he used to look with the suit on and half his face is all fucked off, looking like, you know, some 80-year-old pussy on one side of his face, and he's smooth and handsome on the other side, and he walked around with that fucking silver dollar flipping, saying you lose or you win, you know, it's by chance, everything by chance. But y'all still made him a white guy. Hell, the last villain that I've even seen in a movie had to be a black guy. In Planet of the Apes of all fucking movies, and the brother sound white. Come on, Hollywood. Give us somebody. Give us somebody. You know what? It was cool for a little bit when we had Vin Diesel, but hell, ever since he even exposed himself, he ain't did shit. I mean, come on, man. We can't get one good, solid brother in Hollywood to represent us as a constant installment, at least a trilogy. At least a trilogy, not these one-time hit wonder movies like Hancock and shit. Give us a real rugged-ass brother. You know what? I want to see, like, Freeway. I want to see Freeway have superpowers. You know, I want to see Lil Wayne be Jiminy Cricket or something, even though he already looked like Jiminy Cricket. I want to see, I don't know, man. I just want to see a solid brother be a superhero. Be a superhero, not the villain. Why he got to always be the villain? Let him be the good guy. Let him chase after a white dude. Let that happen. But no. Green Lantern out the closet now, y'all. Hey, whatever. Expect me to watch the shit on bootleg like every other nigga do. But if you'll excuse me for a moment, it's time for a drink and a shot. Bottoms up, bitches. Now, since this is a solo podcast and I plan on doing a few of these here and there, I do have guests lined up, but schedule conflicts and stuff like that has just been kind of a headache to kind of get that going sometimes. I mean, people understand that. But since I'm going to be doing some of these solo ones, guess what? I'm going to have a segment that I think I would like to call Clowning on Some of You Guys' Statuses on Facebook. Now, I have Facebook pulled up here, and I'm just going to start reading random statuses. It is not my fault, first of all, not my fault if you post something cliche, retarded, stupid, too much information, or putting your self-insecure ass out there for the world to see. Guess what? I'm going to laugh at it, and guess what? I'm getting ready to share it in front of everybody. So, I'm scrolling through Facebook right now. I'm looking. And here's one that I like. This is from my boy LD. What's going on, LD? He's been using those your e-card, whatever, where they use kind of them old school drawings, but everybody knows what they fucking are. This one says, and this is, I mean, it's a cliche line, but it's funny. It says, I look at people sometimes and think, really? That's the sperm that won? Ain't that the motherfucking truth? Some of you guys, I fucking wonder, I'm like, damn, how lazy was your dad fucking your old lady or whatever for you to be the motherfucking sperm out of millions of other ones that made it? Yo, dumbass. You. How? Why? You ain't doing nothing to benefit nothing on this planet. All you doing is eat, sleep, shitting, and ruining everybody else's fucking life. That's all you good enough for. And you're the one who swam through the shaft and up those fallopian tubes, and you, Michael Phelps, your ass up that fucking uterus, and you intercepted that egg and tore it open, and came out as a, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm a little lost. I just don't understand myself, and bitch, shut up and make me a sandwich. I mean, come on. You the one who made it? You're the one who made it. Yeah, LD, here's a thumbs up to you. I'm going to go ahead and like that as of right now. Now, moving on. Here's another one I actually like. This one is from my boy Modem Owner up there in Tacoma, Washington. What's up, dog? And it appears that he's talking about something that happened outside of a supermarket. This one says, so I got into it with one of those bastards selling candy outside of a place that already has it, known as a fucking store. I told him no thanks on the way in. On my way out, he noticed that I had the very same candy in my hand that I had just turned down. He was baffled. He said, thought you didn't want candy. I said, you do realize just beyond these doors there's an aisle where I can grab a candy bar for $1 instead of paying you $3, right? He said, but this is for a good cause. You must be cheap. I said, the only thing that's cheap is the candy inside. You might as well sell ice cream cones in front of Baskin Robbins. I don't see any reason to get ripped off just so your team can get new jerseys. Then I walked off in victory. Fuck soccer. Now that one I can't fucking stand. I see how some of y'all motherfuckers scheme. Y'all will put together a fucking fundraiser for your little league basketball team that you don't have. You do understand that's fraud, right? You do understand that, right? Motherfucker, you don't coach soccer. You on probation. How the fuck is you coaching soccer? Come on, man. You guys, man, you know what? People, we need to get it together. We just need to get it together. You know, you could be crazy, you could be dumb, you could be obnoxious, you could be stupid, you could be whatever the fuck you want to be, okay? But, you know, as a collective whole, just as, you know, when it comes to the everyday interacting with each other, can we please get it together? This shit is getting more ridiculous and ridiculous during the last days and the time of the end. Come on, man. We can still turn some of this shit around and get it together. I don't want to buy your Girl Scout cookies. Okay? I don't eat sugar. I'm one of those people. I don't eat sugar. I don't want your Girl Scout cookies. And I don't want the little puppy dog, rosy cheek bitch with the pigtails making me feel guilty because I didn't buy her no Girl Scout cookies just because she on crutches and has polio. That don't make me feel bad. Okay? It doesn't. If I don't want no damn cookies, I don't want no damn cookies. Alright? I don't want to donate to muscular dystrophy. I don't, okay? I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I could barely even spell muscular dystrophy. Why the fuck would I donate to something that I could barely even fucking spell? Come on with that shit, people. Come on. I ain't donating just because your face is on a milk carton. I'm not going to do it. If my ass turned up missing or I lose a motherfucking limb, do I expect to be receiving some money from y'all? Hell no. So don't expect to be receiving some money from me. We in a recession. Hell, I might as well stand out on the street corner with one of those motherfucking crossing guard vests and hold out a jar that says, a nigga broke. That's what I should do, because that's the equivalent to some of this shit that I see. Some of y'all motherfuckers, hey man, come on man. I mean, make your money how you make your money, but quit scamming the people. Quit scamming the people. Come on now. Now, let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, I'm not going to get into this one because it's a little long-winded, but basically it's an attack on pharmaceutical companies. And you know what? I have to agree that pharmaceutical companies as a whole, you guys are just as evil of an entity as anything else in this world that's fucking people off, alright? People get, I mean, come on people, if you're under that trance out there right now of thinking, oh my god, I can't deal with my life, I need to take Prozac and all this shit to deal with my life. No the fuck you don't. First of all, motherfucker, grow up for one. That shows how immature your ass is. Man, be strong and stand on your feet, as my boy Young C said in his podcast last week. Stand 10 toes solid. You don't need all this bullshit because you can't deal with your life and you don't know what's going on with your head. Hell, I'm crazy. Y'all motherfuckers know that. But I don't need no motherfucking prescription drugs to get, you know, through my fucking everyday life. I think fucked up shit all the time and I think shit sucks. But you know what? Come on, man. Come on, man. Be a man. And if you're out there listening, be a woman and fucking deal with your shit, okay? There is no excuse for you to sit there and fucking think that you can't do shit, alright? I don't care if it's behind somebody. I don't care if it's in front of somebody. I don't care what has happened to you in your life. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not a believer in you. If you can't deal with it, well, then you need drugs, and then you need prescriptions, or you need to, wallow in alcohol. I mean, none of us are perfect. All of us have our vices, and shit like that. But come on, man. All this shit is, all it's designed to do is once you take one pharmaceutical and you start down that path, and it fucks up your psyche and the way your fucking synaptic connections get to firing, and your neurals, and your dendrites, and all that get to cross-wiring themselves and fucking your head up. All it's going to do is lead you into going into the next thing, into the next thing, into the next thing, until you have X's and your arms are folded, laying in a pine box. Okay? Motherfuckers, just grow up and deal with your shit. Come on, man. Get kung fu on your problems. Even if you don't know kung fu, act like you do. Alright? Fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you make it. We don't need all this shit. All this shit is designed to keep you down. All of it. And so they make you feel bad if society has crafted it so well to the point that they make you feel guilty about yourself because of what the social norm should be as to how you should think, feel, and react when it comes to the shit in this world. And if you don't think, feel, and react the way that they portray you should be able to, that's when they go ahead, well, I think you need to take this, and I think you need to take that, and obviously there's things wrong with you. You need to see this, you need to see a doctor, you need to take this, you need to see a psychiatrist so they can prescribe the right medication for you. It doesn't have to be none of that, people. If you really just grow the fuck up, be a fucking man, be a fucking woman, look at yourself in the mirror and say, bitch, I'm being a fucking retard, I need to change my motherfucking ways, and I know that I have issues, I know I have problems, I know I'm going to be stuck with some of this stuff, but at the same time, if you can do that, then you don't need to take no fucking medication. Now, granted, there's medication out there that we do need. I'm taking multivitamins now and stuff. I like to train, I like to work out. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Excedrin, and I have a as needed prescription for my migraines, because I suffer from chronic migraine headaches. But all this other shit as far as depression and anti-depression medication and anxiety and all this stuff, man, a lot of that stuff could be alleviated if you just face your motherfucking problems like a motherfucking adult. I'm just going to be real with you right now. But I'm tired of, going off on that one. But that shit just kind of burns me up, man. It kind of burns me up that people fall into that trap, and I see it left and right, man. Don't let these pharmaceutical companies suck you in. They're at one point they wanted to make them as nutraceuticals so that you had to go to a doctor just to even get fucking vitamins and stuff. I mean, you got to see how evil of an empire just medication is. Take what the fuck you need to take. Don't take the shit that's going to fuck you off. But I'm not going to say there's some success stories out there that it has helped people. I'm not saying all of it is bullshit, but 99.9999999999999999999999999% of it is bullshit. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what else we got going on here in this lovely world of fuck book. Okay, this is a picture that someone liked. Steve Noble. What's up, man? He likes this picture of a circle on top of a, traffic cone with a circled middle finger saying, I hate when people ask me, what happened to the sweet old you? Well, bitches, like you, killed it. I could go either way with that one. I've been in a bad relationship, and I understand where the fuck it could take you. How it could fuck with you, especially if that person knows how to manipulate you and hit you in some of the rawest parts of your body. But eventually, you get to a certain point where if you like pictures like this, you shouldn't be over the age of 22. Okay, at a certain point in your life, it goes back to what I was just saying a minute ago. Let's be some motherfucking adults. If a bitch fucked your life up, then you turn around and make your life better because the bitch fucked it up. You learned your lessons. You see what the fuck you did wrong. You see how the bitch did you wrong. It's time to move on. Quit letting people know that the bitch still fucks with you and affects you. I'm not saying this is what's going on with this man here. He liked a picture of somebody else. But come on, people. We gotta stop letting people quit letting people affect you out here. Quit letting people affect you. Like I said, man, one of the most integral things that I walk around and feel, besides trying to be a big advocate of harnessing positive energy, is, in addition to, avoiding the bullshit of other people's bullshit. If you lost and confused out there in your own world of problems and situations and stuff, like, I can talk to you, but if you still making the decisions that I gave you my humble, honest, suggested opinion on, that you went against anyway, then expect me to not give a fuck when you cry wolf again, okay? But what I'm getting to when it comes to this, you know what I'm saying, is, yeah, I mean, some of us go through some bad relationships. This life out here is hard. Money's fucked up. There's a whole lot of elements out here that keep us down, man. That makes us our own microcosm in our own fucking mind. And basically, still, man, we got to be fucking adults and handle our motherfucking business. To let somebody manipulate you, dictate your life, dictate your mood, dictate every part of your fucking life just to cater to their shit, knowing that they're a piece of shit in the first place. When are you going to wake up and smell the motherfucking shit in the air and realize that you're in shit? When are you going to realize that? Are you going to wait until it's too late, until the point you don't recognize yourself anymore? A lot of us have been guilty of that as well. Are you going to wait till you get to that point? Because that is a tough place to be. A dark, demonic, evil place to be. You don't want to be stuck in that mental state of mind that leaves you in a position of peril and you don't know where to turn or where to go. You could barely wipe your own ass anymore. Man, you don't want to be in that place. I've been in that place. That place is not a good place to be, people. If you're in a bad situation out there, guys, get out of it. As easy as you went into it, it's just as easy to walk away from it. I'm dead serious. Yes, it does come with this certain consequences. It's baggage, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need everything when you leave it. Just obtain your peace of mind, man. There's too many douchebags, too many assholes, too many bitches, too many cunts, too many dicks, too many every other expletives there are in the world out here that are built on nothing but negativity. And then you get to the point where a buddy of mine, Sam Young, posted in my comedy podcast group on Facebook about a picture of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast talking about, I'll give the bitch Stockholm Syndrome. A lot of motherfuckers have Stockholm Syndrome. And if you don't know what that is, long story short, it's basically being in a captive state to the point of when the master or the warden or whoever has that fucking abusive hold over you, shows you one little tiny act of kindness, that's when you feel okay, even though it gets you psychologically to the point you're getting your ass kicked mentally, physically, and emotionally. And just because they do one little nice deed to you, that's when you in your own mind are manipulated into justifying it's okay, to the point that you'll feel guilty if you rebel against the abuser. That's basically what Stockholm Syndrome is. And, people, it's just as easy to get out of a situation as it is when you walked into the situation. So I encourage people out there, man, if you're with a fucking asshole or a bitch or whatever, especially in a relationship sense, just leave. Get out of it. Do what you gotta do. Face it. Quit justifying every fucking thing. You're not going to have the fucking answers to everything. Of course, they always want to go by the old cliche that the key to openness, the key to closure is, open and closure and all that, whatever, how the fuck it goes, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have closure to everything. Some things you're not going to understand. You can't put a definition on bullshit, okay? Bullshit is simply bullshit. Avoid the bullshit. Be a matador, all right? When it comes to it, I encourage people, man, if you're in a tough situation, a tough spot, maybe, it's not a relationship, maybe it's a job, or maybe it's a combination of stuff, your job or your kids are at that phase in life where it's just tough to fucking communicate with them because they think they're grown now, and all these other things and stuff. Maybe your daughter got knocked up by a midget. There's a lot of bullshit out there. Whatever the case is, whatever's really fucking with you, just fucking deal with it. Deal with it and get it away from you, or you walk away from it. Just get out of it, guys. Get out of it. Here's another status that I ended up liking. This is for my boy C. Dennis. What up, Chris? I liked this one earlier. This one said, someday I hope to be able to afford a new iPhone, like the girl in front of me with the food stamps. Now, ain't that a motherfucking bitch? Chris, you, sir, get a thumbs up. and I like it. Thank you. Thank you. You scandalous motherfuckers out here, man. Y'all think y'all entitled to shit, but y'all don't want to fucking work for it. Y'all can kiss my ass. All in my ass. Alright? Because a lot of us out here bust our ass on fucking jobs and we don't get shit. Why the fuck should you get shit just because you got knocked up by 5 strange niggas and shit, and your ass don't want to work collecting child support and you getting vision cards and food stamps, but your ass got a motherfucking iPhone driving a 2012 car, but your ass think that you got it bad. You got it bad. You ain't Usher, bitch. You better get you a motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating, but at the same time, bitch, shut your mouth. You got it better than any of us will ever have it, because you ain't have to work for half the shit that you even got on your Section 8 and shit, okay? Because a lot of y'all take advantage of that shit instead of using it instead of the women who really need it that should use it. Y'all motherfucking bitches is on some bull shit. I see you every day, see you all over the place. Whatever the fuck. You think you talking, whatever the fuck you think you doing, I don't want to hear it. Don't say it around me, because I will clown your ass in public, because that's what I do. This is another one from my homegirl, Jennifer Shell. What's going on, girl? Go all the way back to Southeast High School. And she got one of those, another e-card, love your cards, whatever the fuck it's called. And this one says, and this one I am going to rant on, okay? As your best friend, I swear to always pretend to be your lesbian lover when you're getting hit on by an ugly asshole in the bar. Alright, women, let me go ahead and break down the science of what men do in the bar. When a man approaches you, it's as simple as telling him to leave you the fuck alone. Don't sit there and be flattered by his shit, even if he's a good looking dude and you're not interested. Maybe he's a good-looking dude, but he's not the type of good-looking dude you're interested in. But if he's an ugly fuck, I'll tell you what the problem is if it's an ugly dude that approached you. You should have chose a better fucking outfit before you went to the club, bitch. Before you went to the bar. That's what's wrong. You chose the wrong motherfucking outfit. If you got your nipples hanging out and your ass is hanging out, expect to even be hit on by a homeless man, okay? If you want to present yourself as a slut, then guess what? Us men are gonna treat you like one, even if you aren't one. If you dress like one, you gonna get dealt with like one. And if you enter into a relationship when you met the guy dressed like a slut, in the back of his mind, he's gonna think about the first time y'all met like, I know she a freak at heart, so, you know, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Women, y'all got it misconstrued. You got it all mixed up. I'm not saying you gotta cover your shit up and look like, you know, you're Amish and shit, and have a skirt down to your ankles. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't, you know, I mean, it doesn't help if you have a fucking skirt on and when you bend over, you got your beaver hanging out. That doesn't help either, or you bend over and your boobs is popping out. So expect even the ugliest motherfucker to take a shot. If you in the bar, all dudes is hopped up on some liquid courage, they gonna come up to your ass if you're offering, okay? You're presenting it, you're advertising it, they gonna approach you. That's what you get for wearing that ugly, stupid outfit, bitch. You should have left that outfit at home. You should have just put on some regular jeans or capris or even some shorts, and you know, and your little, you know, V-cut shirt or whatever. That's fine. Do that. But if you walking around out there as a motherfucking stilettos, mix matching your shit, trying to be cute and sexy, and knowing damn well your ankles is gonna swell up as big as your neck in the morning when you try to go to work, yeah, expect the ugliest motherfucker in there to holler at you. Yeah, you know that motherfucker that got the green teeth, his face is a little bumped up and pimply, his breath stink, his hair combed all funny, and he got an outfit on, you know, that you ain't seen, you know, since it fucking went out of style, okay? That's your own motherfucking problem. You need to look in the mirror if an ugly dude approaches you. That's all I'm saying, women. That ain't the dude's fault. That's your motherfucking fault. But to go ahead and switch gears here a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and go back to some of these news titles that I was reading. I'm going to go ahead and end that Facebook segment of this. Keep in mind that the ones that I did read, I had to scroll past 200 other ones for each one that I read, because people just aren't being that interesting right now. Sorry to let you know that, but I'm moving on. I'm looking through the New York Times, and this title kind of struck me as a little funny. And the title of this particular article is, it says, approval rating for justices hits just 44% in new poll. First of all, how is 44% of Americans even voting on this? I don't remember having any things in the mail for me to vote on this. And basically, this is talking about the Supreme Court. And I'll go ahead and read the first 2 to 3 paragraphs. This is coming out of Washington. It says, just 44% of Americans approve of the job the Supreme Court is doing, and 3/4 say the justices' decisions are sometimes influenced by their personal or political views, according to a poll conducted by the New York Times and CBS News. Those findings are a fresh indication that the court's standing with the public has slipped significantly in the past quarter century, according to surveys conducted by several polling organizations. Approval was as high as 66% in the late 1980s, and by 2000 approached 50%. The decline in the court's standing may stem in part from Americans' growing distrust in recent years of major institutions in general and the government in particular. Well, fucking duh. But it also could reflect a sense that the court is more political after the ideological divided 5-4 decisions in Bush v. Gore, which determined the 2000 presidential election, and Citizens United, the 2010 decision allowing unlimited campaign spending by corporations and unions. Well, why the fuck do you think it's 44% right now, America? Why the fuck do you think it's 44% approval rate? And I guarantee, like I said, I didn't get nothing in the mail asking my motherfucking opinion, so who the fuck are they even asking this shit to? Who are they even getting these approval ratings from? Because I guarantee that percentage would go way lower if they asked a broader part of the population what their fucking opinion is. Well, what the fuck do you expect? Especially ever since 2001. Ever since that tragedy happened, all those lives lost, all this senseless bullshit, and also the conspiracies that are sitting around it that it was a staged motherfucking incident in history in the first place. Look at the job rates now, man. Look at the unemployment rates. Look at all these wars that we're in as a country, sending our young men and women over there to die and sacrifice their lives for a country that's thirsty for gold, oil, and drugs. In God we trust. Gold, oil, and drugs. Why the fuck do you think we're over there in Pakistan and Afghanistan and all this shit going on in Syria and these fucking drone attacks that we're fucking doing from over here right now? Why do you think we're even over there? It ain't because we're trying to promote civil unrest, and in some cases, yes, we are, because we do want upheaval, anarchy, and disarray in those particular areas of the world, simply because of the fact that they're trying to turn everything into a global democracy, and basically what ends up happening is we're there basically, honestly, to take your shit. We want your oil, we want your money, we want your drugs, we want your gold, we want all your shit. Y'all don't deserve it because we're the big bad United States of America in conjunction with the Anglo-American world power and the UN. Why the fuck do you think the approval rates is lower? The biggest integral tool that has basically revealed a lot of the bullshit that goes on that we couldn't even get just 10, 15, 20 years ago is the internet. You can't hide shit anymore, people. They want to say, well, now we can find you. Well, guess what? Now we can find out what the fuck is really going on behind them closed doors of you motherfuckers in power that shouldn't even be in power, because you haven't done anything as far as credentials to even be in that position in the first place. A lot of y'all motherfuckers need to go. You don't have the best interests of a lot of motherfucking aspects of people's lives in this country and other countries and all countries around the globe. They don't care about shit but their own best interests and getting their motherfucking hands on all the fucking profits and equity and everything else out there that they can. They don't care about our opinions. Who the fuck is this even? Who is this 44%? Who are they talking to? I don't understand this shit. And they want to question as to why people are feeling the way that they're fucking feeling. Nothing's getting fixed. Bush fucked us off, and Obama hasn't done a good job of cleaning it up, and he's fucked us off even more with the National Defense Authorization Act and turning the United States into a fucking battle zone. You could be detained indefinitely by the military. I mean, come on, man. Being an American citizen, even being an American citizen. Now, you know, and they wonder why the approval rates are so low. We're fed up. We're fucking fed up. All this corruption, all this bullshit, all these fucking, you know, white lies and all this other shit going on that you've manipulated everybody through the history books, through the media, and through all these other public outlets that we only had access to because y'all were able to control those avenues, and it was easy to be able to dictate millions, if not billions, of people's fucking brains and minds and their attitudes and their opinions. But now that the internet has grown out of fucking control and spiraled into a fucking Ep.7 fucking tornado of fucking information at just your fingertips, even through a device no bigger than the fucking palm of your hand, yeah, everything is being exposed. And yeah, everybody's fucking tired of it. And yeah, people want change. We want a real motherfucking change. We should be aiming for a global-based economy that has nothing to do with monetary gain. We should be aiming for those type of things. But it's so spiraled out of control, it's inevitable for, you know, things to continue to be exposed and to be exposed and to be exposed. And I'm pretty damn sure, and I'm sure a lot of you agree that are listening to me right now, pretty damn sure that it's far from over as to the corruption and the conspiracies that might be proven to be true that's going on in the world today. Now, I'm not big into conspiracy theories, but some of them do make you scratch your head and go back to the Arsenio Hall days, and it's things that make you go, you know, things that make you sit back and go, wow, what the fuck is this shit? Okay, I thought it was this way, but it's really been that way. And then you start connecting the thoughts, and it's just grown out of control. Like I said, you know, I've said it multiple times. It's become a symbiotic system to the point that it's not a microcosm anymore. It's not a minute a part of obtaining information anymore. Now, hell, if you got an Android phone or an iPhone, hell, even just through your phone, you can find out whatever the fuck you want through whatever avenue you want, because the internet is at everybody's fucking disposal. And if something's being done, if something is being exposed, if something's being said, guess what? It's going to be out there in less than a fucking nanosecond. So they expect us to, you know, and they're sitting back baffled by these studies and these polls and wondering what the hell we're doing wrong. Motherfucker, I mean, come on, man. It's not rocket science. This ain't NASA, bitch. This is life. This is life. And we're in a peak and point of human history now to where mankind has never even achieved this level of even technology and information and just the vast myriad of knowledge out there. If you want to learn about anything you fucking want, if you want to learn about the origin of hangnails and all this stuff, we don't have to go to fucking card catalogs in the public library and rent out, you know, 18 fucking books. All we have to do is get on the internet, whether it's through our laptop, iPad, or, you know, if you have a Galaxy Tab, any kind of tablet, any type of smartphone, that's all we have to do anymore. So if you guys are baffled by these studies and you're wondering what's wrong, the easiest fucking solution is to clean your shit up. I mean, everything starts with the individual, of course. Everything starts with that. But these fucking asswipes in power sitting there with penis pumps underneath their fucking desk and at the podium need to get their shit together, as well as the rest of us do. Because, of course, we're getting to the point now where, I mean, everything is right there where we can see it. Like, okay, yeah, motherfucker, you want global peace, but what's going on with you having, you know, fucking Indonesian strippers that you fucking banged and shot in the head after you fucking got done finishing on their fucking face? What's going on with that shit? And these motherfuckers are in power, and it is just, it's a shock, man. It's such a global shock now to where more and more people are being unplugged from the Matrix now. Is basically the best analogy that I can equate it to at the moment. More and more people are fucking waking up out of the Matrix and seeing what the fuck the world is for what it really is, and it really fucking bakes your noodle and leaves you in a fucked up frame of mind, and it leaves you in a position to where, of course, you're going to want to fucking react to it. You're going to want it. I mean, look at Occupy Wall Street. All that's been ripped out of the fucking media as we speak. For the last few months, we haven't heard anything Occupy anything. But you think they went away? Hell no. People are still out there protesting in a peaceful manner for the most part, and these fucking assholes still won't uphold to the Constitution of even letting the American people voice their fucking opinion. They won't even let that happen. So what are we going to do as individuals and as a group and as a whole, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell are we going to do? Are we going to sit back and just say, oh, well, it is what it is? I mean, in some aspects of our life, yes, we're going to have to be that way. Because, yes, some of us do. We have to work. We have to provide. And that's another one of those, as far as in a conspiracy sense, schemes to keep us from being completely aware of the bullshit and everything going on around us. You know, because we're distracted. We have to work a 9 to 5. We have to have this. We have to have that. And the way the media says, you know, you got to be driving this. You got to have this. You got to have that. You know, this, that, and the other. The list goes on and fucking on. Off into the fucking eons of the universe. But what are we going to do? A lot of us aren't as distracted anymore. A lot of us are more aware now. It is basically mainly because of the internet. We're just going to sit back and accept it for what it is, or what are we going to do to collectively come together as a whole to create a motherfucking change? What are we going to do? I mean, all these things that have happened, man, I've said it again, you know, with the NDAA and all these other bills that are going through Congress that, hell, we as the American people don't even get a chance to even fucking vote on, or even have a chance to even fucking look at before it's already stamp, approved, here's a new law. Here's a new law. Yeah, now you can't pick your nose in public. That's right. Yeah, we see you pick your nose in public. That's an automatic 5 years in the federal penitentiary. I mean, come on, man. How much of this shit are we going to take? How much shit of this, I mean, how much of it? How much of it are we going to put up with? And it's all going to lie on us. It does depend on us. And ain't our kids, it's us alive now that are completely cognizant and aware of what the fuck is going on in the injustices and all this other shit going on in the world. What are we going to collectively do, people? We need to come together as small little social groups and, you know, have discussions about these things. You know, be around like-minded, positive people that want positive. Not the people that are pessimistic and negative. Those people are already done, gone for. You know what? Me personally, I ain't got time to convert you. You know, either you have a frame of mind to where you're still open, even though you might have those feelings, or you don't. You know, but I'm not going to associate with you. You got to be around like-minded people, and, you know, surround yourself with people that want a positive change. And come on, man, let's come up with things. We have the internet. Let's communicate these ideas. Let's, you know, let's do something. Let's do something. But talking about it, you know, at the end of it all, doesn't actually create, you know, anything either. It doesn't accomplish anything either. So on the flip side of that, we got to start taking action as well. And it starts with each individual once again. You know, but surround yourself with people that also agree, like, hey, man, you know what? You know, he's right, man. This is some bullshit out here. This is complete bullshit. It's time for us to fucking come together, you know, and start overthrowing some of this shit, man. Because I don't know if you like me, I'm fed up with too much of this shit. Way too much of this shit. There's too many loopholes. There's too many injustices. There's too many, I mean, there's just way too much, you know, bullshit involved. Way too much of it. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You know, with all these corporate bailouts and all these senseless wars, and even, you know, what's privately funded in the world, prisons can be privately funded now, and, you know, like I was saying earlier, sending our young men and women over across to these fucking countries we have no fucking business even being over anyway because we're too fucking greedy and all this other shit. The true question is, what are we going to do? This shit has gotten way out of control, and it's time for this shit to stop. It's time for it to stop. Not one man standing behind that fucking podium, whether he's black, white, or whatever the fuck, is going to change everything. It's not going to happen. One man can't change nothing unless his first name, you know, I mean, basically unless his last name is Christ, first name is Jesus, it's not going to happen. So what are we going to do as a people? What are we going to do? But I'm not going to keep browbeating that point. But I've just, you know, it gets me fired up, you know, to see all this crap happening to us and to walk around and see you fucking drone mongoloid, you know, automatons in this fucking delusional frame of mind that's not even fucking aware of it. Not even aware of it. You know, come on, people. You know, really educate yourself and do the research, do some digging, be nosy about it. Be nosy about what the fuck is going on in the air that you breathe. You better be. Otherwise, you're going to be caught by surprise, and then the ones that are aware of it is going to be ahead of the curve, and then we can't do nothing with you but leave you behind. So come on, let's get it together as a whole, people. It starts with even the simplest things. Let's be kind to each other. Let's be nice to each other. Fuck all this fucking racial divide and differences and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of that? What's the point? What is it accomplishing? Just because you're staying in your narrow frame of mind and your little shoebox of reality, you know, doesn't fix anything. It doesn't. So come on. We all got to interact with each other one way or another, so we all might as well come up with something. I mean, I know I sound like a lot of other fucking infomercials that I'm sure have been out there throughout the past, you know, 40, 50 fucking years, you know, but seriously, people, let's come up with something. We can at least come together and sit back and say, you know what? You know, let's start instituting some changes. Let's just get the messages out there. Let's help these other ones that are out there already pushing the word, you know, and stuff like that. People out there enlightening everybody else. People that are putting their necks on the line, their careers on the line, and in some cases their life on the line to expose the truth. To expose the truth to a lot of the shit that we are dealing with that a lot of people aren't aware that we're even dealing with. And you know what? Here's another injustice. You know, another fucking article that I came across, and I already actually heard about this, but it's a reignited point that's creating a lot of fire and a lot of shockwave and domino effect, or ripples in the pond, however way you want to flavor it, across the world about, here's the headline, and this will explain it in itself, and this is how fucking sick. I don't care what your religious views are, to go ahead before, let me clarify that now. I don't care what they are, but this shit that I'm about to read is fucking sickening. How 11 New York City babies contracted herpes through circumcision. The report is sure to reignite a long-simmering debate over public health and religious liberties. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reported on Thursday that 11 baby boys in New York City were infected with herpes between November 2000 and December 2011 following an ultra-Orthodox Jewish circumcision ritual, or oral suction, in which the mohel puts his mouth directly on the newborn circumcised penis and sucks away the blood. Damn! Are you fucking kidding me? You got fucking Jewish fucking holy men with herpes in their mouths, and they consider it holy and sacrosanct to suck the blood off a circumcised newborn's penis and infect them with herpes? You sick, degenerate bastards. I don't care if you're upholding to the fucking, you know, historical rituals, or it's part of the purification process to use your saliva to what kind of sick, twisted fucking world are you living in? It's bad enough even with Catholicism and Christianity and even different fucking tribes over in Africa that rape their fucking boys because they believe that it empowers them, and the more semen you take in through your mouth, the more powerful of a man you become. What kind of bullshit is this, people, that you have this type of injustice going on in the world? Too many of you motherfuckers are worried about what the fuck Snooki's gonna talk about tomorrow when we got this shit going on. When we have this shit going on. Come on, people, we gotta get our priorities straight. The rest of it reads, well, not the rest, but more of it. I'll go ahead and read more of it. 10 of the babies were hospitalized. At least 2 developed brain damage, and 2 died, according to the New York City Health Department. In 2005, New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, that's a funny name, look him up, asked rabbis throughout the city to move away from performing this ritual, and also issued an open letter to the Jewish community warning of the health risks, but they refused, claiming the practice was safe. Do I need to say any more about that? Do I really need to say any more? According to the CDC report, the investigation into the circumcision-related herpes infections of newborns began in 2004 when New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene was notified of twin boys who had contracted herpes simplex virus type 1. Following circumcision with this ritual, 1 twin died. Both twins were circumcised by the same mohel, or a rabbi, whom the CDC reported refers to as a mohel A. During the investigation, they learned of another 2003 case of a neonatal HSV-1 infection after circumcision, also involving mohel A. In all 3 cases, the babies' mothers and the hospital staff who cared for the infants had no history of herpes infection. When mohel A was tested about 3 months after the 2004 circumcision, he showed antibodies to HSV in his blood, but was not found to be actively shedding the virus. Now, that should have fucking stopped right there. If he had the antibodies in him, that should have been a red flag right there, but they continue to let this motherfucker go on from 2004 after that investigation to 2011 to affect more fucking boys with this ritual? What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck is going on? That is some of the sickest shit that I've read in a while. That's about as sick as this fucking U.S. drone attacks, but I won't even get into that because I'm pretty close to wrapping this podcast up. But just examples of that right there, people. Examples of this type of shit. This shit's gotta fucking change. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, yeah, that's sad to hear, but I gotta go to work. Yeah, I get that. But what are you going to do to help contribute? And what are you going to do to help change the way shit's going on? What are you going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? You know, this is something we have to collectively really sit back and really assess, because shit like this shouldn't be fucking happening in 2012. Medical teams can circumcise your child without a fucking rabbi putting this sloppy, nasty, hooker-licking ass tongue all over your fucking newborn's cock because it's part of ritual. I'm sorry to be as graphic and funny as that sounds, but that shit needs to go, okay? That is fucking totally ridiculous. I don't care what your religion encourages and supports. If it wants to violate your fucking child, you know what? Whatever, alright? If that's what you do, and if you have no problems with that, then you know what, fine. Don't have any problems with it. But I do. I voice my opinion. You can agree to disagree. I don't really give a shit. But to me, that's sickening. That's fucking disgusting. And people around that type of organization or associated with that type of religion need to be proactive at doing something about that as well. And I'm not saying that's the only religion that, you know, does some pretty unjust shit. You know, there's a lot of other ones that have done some pretty unjust shit. But even the world has gotten to the point where religion is even corrupted. And it's hard to trust anything or anybody. So, my biggest philosophy, me personally, is to protect your own damn family from the fucking bullshit in the world. And you know what? Even almost have it to the point of not in a cult sort of way or a sect sort of way, but fucking have your own religion in your home. Promote peace and harmony and positive energy. Be loving and compassionate. Do the best you can to provide for your family and give them the safety, the comfort, the knowledge, and the support that they need. And fuck all this other shit out here. But you still need to holler at me about martial arts so I can get you right, okay? For real. Because that's also a big integral tool that will bring you guys together, bring your family together, and everybody benefits not only in a self-defense way, but also in a healthy way. You know, it encourages confidence, better thinking skills, being able to perform under extreme pressure with precision, with accuracy, with, like I said again, I'll say it again, I'll reiterate it, confidence. And, you know, it's just a really good avenue for even a family to embark into together. It brings everybody together, and you ain't got to worry about, you know, herpes infecting your son's cock. That's one of the things you don't have to worry about. You know, I don't have anything against religion. I am a religious person in a sense. I am. I'm not an atheist. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that now. I do believe that there is an intelligent maker and an intelligent designer behind everything. Hell, I have Revelations tattooed on my arm, on my left arm. But as religion as a whole has gotten so corrupt to the point, you know, for the most part, unless you truly know who you're going to relieve your to receive your sustenance and your covering and your, you know, your spiritual shot in the arm, unless you truly know that, man, it's just so dark out there. It's hard to trust anything. It's hard to trust anything. So who better to trust than yourself? And you know what I'm saying? Protecting your own family, and, you know, pray as a family, and, you know, even open up holy books together as a family. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with every religion. I don't want to portray that attitude whatsoever. But it's just so corrupt of a society to where, you know, man, corruption infiltrates everything. It poisons everything. You can't even go to church without being judged anymore. In a lot of instances, not all, but in a lot of instances. You know, we're in a sad, dark place also in human history. And, you know, I'm not going to end this on a negative note. I don't want to sound like a pessimist, because I'm really not. I'm all about being a positive guy. I'm all about making God laugh and smile, and, you know, making somebody's day feel good, you know, make somebody's day feel right, you know, because we're surrounded by this stuff so heavily, and it could easily be depressing, man. You can hear just in the tone of my voice on some of these articles I brought up how depressing the news can even be. You know, just even reading the news. But some of that shit we got to be aware of, guys. We got to be aware of. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. The solo podcast with me. I'm glad that you guys, you know, bared the teeth through my bullshit for almost an hour. I'm sorry for that. Like I said, I do have guests sometimes. It's just like I was saying earlier, there's going to be some schedule conflicts and, you know, finding the right time to be able to interview guys, you know, and girls alike. I actually have a couple of interviews lined up. I'm going to be talking to Miss Tammy Jones of Hip Hope, an incredible poet. She's also a publicist. She's also producing a lot of other poets and writers alike out there in New Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. I love Jersey. All my people in Jersey, what's up? Yeah, I'm going to be talking to her, and she's got incredible words. We've also done some poetry work together. I also do poetry, people. Bet you didn't know that either. We've done some work together back in the day. Me and her go back many, many, many years. She's an incredible talent, an incredible soul, a great, great personality. She is so much fun. She's like a big sister to me. So I'll be having an interview with her. I also have another one lined up with Miss Carla Ayala. What's going on, Carla, with your crazy ass? And that's nothing going to be a shit talk fest, because that's what we do every time we see each other. And me and her go back a few years as well. And we'll be touching on as far as things that she's got going on. She's singing and doing music and stuff like that. So and we've done work together. So I have those lined up. I also have some other ones that I'm trying to work right now. I'm talking to a few other people that I know that I'm real good friends with to get them on the podcast as well. Like I say, I like to keep it diverse. I know this episode wasn't exactly all funny and all shits and giggles and laughs. Sometimes I'm going to be serious. Sometimes I'm just going to touch on different articles of basis. It just gives you more of a frame of mind into how I mentally work, which I can't explain. But I have a lot of different layers to me. I just do. You know, I'm a deep brother. Yep, I'm a deep guy, and, you know, there's a lot of things that I, you know, like to touch on, talk about. I'm an avid reader. I read all the fucking time. You know, there's just so much shit out there, you know, and some of it I just wanted to address today. So I'm sorry if this kind of seemed like a dark and kind of a depressing podcast episode. I'm sorry for that, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm just telling the truth about what the hell's going on out here, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and end it with this last article. Well, actually, I'm not even really going to go deep into the article, but it's basically talking about these bath salts. Make sure your kids know about bath salts. You might want to look it up, especially you white moms with them white kids. But I can't even say that, because this brother that was fucking transformed into a zombie on bath salts in Miami, eating the faces off of two nude bodies in the street. Wee! You might want to get ready for that zombie apocalypse and holler at me about your martial arts training, because once you run out of bullets, bitch, you better learn how to use that fucking sword to chop that head off so you don't get infected by the slippery, slimy, superhuman grasp of a zombie that doesn't feel pain, and you gotta cut that fucking head off once you can't blow it off and you're out of ammunition, damn it. You gotta be ready. But thank you for listening once again to my podcast, the Cypha Omni Comedy Podcast. Please hit me up at cyphaomnipodcast@gmail.com. Look me up on Facebook at Cypha Omni. I also have a podcast group that people are checking out, and I put crazier shit on there than you think that'll have your ass dying. So please get involved. Please have fun. Please be open, and don't be a sensitive fucking prick when you go in there, because if you can't laugh at yourself, then what the fuck's the point of you even being here? That's my philosophy on life. Like I said, I got a couple of podcasts coming up. I also have one coming up with Lady N. Once again, those are pretty popular ones. We get a lot of response when me and my significant other half get together and just act the damn fool. That's my baby. I love you, boo. Alright, anyway, thanks for tuning in every Wednesdays. Look for the podcast. There might be some gaps in the action coming up soon, because I have a really hectic schedule coming up. So please bear with me. It might post a day late. It might post a day early. It might skip a week. If I miss a week, I might hit you with 2 at the same time, because I do want to uphold to what I gave you guys as my word of having at least 1 a week. So when those incidents do happen, I will have messages out there. I will be joining Twitter pretty soon too, so you guys can follow me on Twitter, and I can also keep you guys informed as to what's going on. But I have a lot going on, you guys, and part of it is business, the other part of it is just life. Everybody knows how that goes. But anyway, I hope all of you guys are doing okay. I hope everybody's doing great. Thank you for being supporters, you guys. Thank you for loving what I'm doing. If you want to help me out, please contact me. The ones that listen to me that have my number, please contact me. Please spread the word. Share this. You know, give everybody else something to do for an hour in their day. You know, maybe they're at the gym. You know, maybe they're, you know, I don't want to get into what they could possibly be doing out there. You know, they might be shoving a couple of their fingers up their own ass. I don't care what you're doing. You know, if you want to listen to me while you're, you know, pumping iron, or at the office, you're sitting at the cubicle board of your fucking life, you know, maybe that's what's going on with you, like Harvey Peacock, or, you know, whatever. You know, this is something for you to have. It's just free entertainment for you guys. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. It gives me a boost. It gives me that energy also, you guys, to dispense energy to you guys, to keep you guys going as well, because I'm all about making people laugh and making people smile, because this world is just tough. It's tough on all of us in every aspect of our lives, whether you're old, young, whether you're a child, teenager, or an adult, or you're, you know, in a midlife crisis, or, you know, you're on that down slope to the golden gates, you know, whatever's going on in your life. You know, I just want to be one of those little tiny catalysts in your life that kind of brings a spark to you, and some of you have allowed me to do that, and I thank you. And I want to continue to honor this podcast to you guys, and continue to bring you guys with that fire and that heat. If also, I'm, like I said before, I'm looking for some sponsoring. If anybody wants me to sponsor them and advertise your shit, advertise your business, advertise whatever the hell you're doing, please let me know. Contact me. We'll work something out. You know, I ain't about no money. This is just fun for me to do. But, you know, help me out as much as I help you guys out, just to entertain you guys for free. But thank you once again for listening in. I hope everything's going well with you guys. And if it's not, you know what I'm saying, just find something that makes you happy, man, even if it's just this podcast for an hour. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be hollering back at you next week with either Tammy Jones or Carla Ayala or Lady Ian. All right, people. Take care of yourselves, bitches, ladies. Shave that monkey. Peace.